Welcome back, kings and queens, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Hope King, and I'm the designer behind King's Designs MD. Today, I want to show you guys real quick some of these boxes I've been making. I made some of these boxes this week, and I just wanted to show you what I've been doing. So these are pretty much 1x1 boxes. They're all the same width in terms of being 1 inch, but the height is a little different on different ones. These were made by just 6x6, a 6x6 paper pack. And so, after I kind of got the concept down for that, I decided to try this, which was something a little different, and I think it's really cute, and I just wanted to show you guys what I did. So, we're doing it with lamination paper. So I have some lamination paper here, and then I have some of this kind of foil stuff. This came with a resin kit that I had, and so I'm just going to sprinkle some foil in here. I want to get it all in here and all around. I want to try to keep it as flat as possible while I sprinkle it through. And then I am going to run it through my laminator. Now I know it might be hard to see because I am on a white board, and this is white or clear basically. It's clear, clearly. But so I want to get that through. I had a piece that had a chunk in it. I don't want any chunks. I want it as flat as possible. And you hear my laminator heating up in the background. So I'm just going to do this one as all silver. I'm going to run it through my laminating machine, and I'll be back. I do have a boss stitch laminator, and this is HP paper, so it's a different laminator and different paper, but I've used them together before. No issues. I don't have to worry about getting the size or any of that for this particular tutorial showing you what I'm doing, because I'm going to cut this down in size anyway. So I'm going to run this through my laminator, and I'll be back. Okay, so I am back, and this is what it looks like. So once it has gone through the lamination machine, that is what you're looking at, what it looks like. And it kind of picks up pretty sparkly on my camera. So what I'm going to do here is just trim it down. I'm not being real specific with the sizing right now. I just want to get these white portions off the edge, because if I take it over to my scoring tool, I know this first inch on this side needs to go, because if it doesn't, I'm just going to have a whole lot of clear on my box where I want it to have like a foil look on it. So now I'm just going to cut it down. You can make your box as long as you want it or as short as you want it. So let me see here. What am I working with? I have about 9.5 inches on this box right now. I am just going to cut it down. You probably only want it to be about 5 inches, to be honest, because you're going to be cutting some of this off anyway. I actually cut it 4.5, but let me just show you. So this is the easy way to do it. So I'm taking it to my scoring board. If you followed me, you know my scoring board is messed up. It broke on me, but I'm still using it. So what I'm doing is I'm just scoring it at the 1 inch line. You want to score at the 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, and 4 inch. And then we're going to do 4 1/4. But because my scoring board is messed up, I just slide it over into place until I get a new one, so I can get it on that straight line. So that's 1, 2, 3 inches, and 4 inches. And try to keep it as straight as possible so that your box can be straight. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 inches across. Now I'm going to move it over here on my board, but this will be your 4 1/4 on your board. So if you moved it over, you see where things will line up. Now I'm just slicing off the excess past that 4 1/4 inch mark. And my my stuff doesn't look exactly squared up, so I'm trying to square it up just to even it out. And by that I mean just slicing off any uneven edges because it didn't look straight across when I sliced it the first time. So I have these scoring marks, the 1/4 inch, 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, or back the other way is better. 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, and 4 1/4. That's a better way to say it so I don't confuse you. Now I want to turn it this way. My 1/4 inch is at the bottom, and I am just going to score 1 inch on the side, so that will be my bottom flap. And I need to score a 1/4 inch from the top. Keep my paper straight. 1/4 inch from the top, and then from here I'm going to move this over and score 1 inch over from here. So from the total edge it's going to be 1 1/4. So it's 1 1/4 down. We have a 1/4 inch here, 1 1/4 inches here, and then all the way from the bottom over 1 inch. So I hope this can pick up okay on the scoring lines. Now this is going to be our back closed edge, and so we're taking off all of this except for this little middle part. So scissors. So we have one score line here. We're cutting up to that first score line from the bottom, and we're pulling it off, and we're going to do an edge on that side. Now this is our other 2 tabs here, so I'm cutting that one, and that's 1 and 2, and I'm going to cut that off, and I'm going to angle cut that side as well. So if you can see, I hope you can see, that's that one middle tab. So if we go from right to left, for me it's 1 2 3 4. So 1 and 2 are the first ones you cut off, 3 you leave, and angle cut it, and 4 you cut off as well. So we want to turn it to what's going to be our bottom, and we're going to slice up to that first score line, and we're just going to let all these pieces be free for the moment. Now we're going to turn it this way, which is going to be our top, and we're going to let all these pieces be free for the moment. Now if you were to fold this right now into a box, you would have your 4 sides of your box and the tab. Now I want my tab to go in the back. So whether you want it left side, right side, I just want it in the back. So because I want it in the back, I need this one here, which is the first one on the opposite side. I need this one to stay intact. And so I'm going to angle cut these ends. And if I'm going too fast for you, if you need to replay it, you can replay it. But since this is going to be the back, I'm going to cut this one away. These 2 will be my sides, and this one will come forward. So this third one is getting totally cut away. So I'm cutting all the way down on that scoring line. And you can go in a little bit more if you're having trouble getting to that scoring line, just to make sure it's clean. These 2 are going to be cut in half. Moving all that away. And so this is what I have for my top. So from right to left, I have my closure tab, a half piece, no piece, a half piece, and what is going to come forward to close down. So I hope that makes sense. Now we're looking at my bottom, and if I'm going right to left again, and I know in America we go left to right, but right now I'm going right to left. If I close this up again, if I look at my bottom, this second tab here, I want to come backwards. And for me, I want that to come backwards because I think it gives your box a cleaner finish. So now I'm going to take these 2 side tabs, and I'm going to cut them down as well. that down. Cut that down. And I want to leave these two. So I'm going to close that. That way this part would be, this would be in, this would be in, and you see they're going to start coming together. This part will be in and this part will close over. Now this part, which is the last part, if I turn it back around, it's the part that has the top. I just want to angle cut that a little bit, because that'll give my box just a little bit of room to close better. So if you can see, it's not just a total square anymore, it's now at an angle. And so now I am going to be using two-sided tape. Now let me see if I can get a piece of cardstock or something to put down so you guys can see it a little bit better. I got notes and stuff on there, but anyway, so you guys can see a little bit better. Okay, let me see. All right, so I'm using two-sided tape, double-sided tape. I'm just pulling off a piece and I'm sticking that down. Now this is my only drawback on this. Well, first of all, two-sided tape, if it's too big, you can fold it back on itself, so that's fine. And then I'm gonna stick it here. Now my drawback to this is the particular tape that I'm using is not totally clear. So I'm folding it, trying to get it lined up on this side, score line to score line so it folds evenly. But if you can see, it's not totally clear on the box. It has some like a white residue, almost a film. If you find a tape that's better and it's clear, you'll have a better finish on this. Okay, so I'm going to fold that in, fold that in. Now, because that's already tapered off, I can fold that down, and that closes the top of my box. Now, because this is laminated and it's a little stiff, you might have to work with it a little bit to make sure it stays in. The other side, it is taped down in the back. It's folded in, folded in. And if this part is too much, you can snip a little bit off of this end. It's not that big of a deal. Snip a little bit off and get that into place. Now, what I've been experimenting with, waiting for my glue gun to heat up, is I want to see if I go in here with some hot glue. I see it seeping in my box already. If you guys been around for a little while, you know I have burned myself with hot glue. But if I go in here with hot glue, you got to work quickly with hot glue. Just trying to see if it will seal to give a clear finish. But if you can get in on that end and get a little dab on that end, without burning myself. I'm going to hold it down because I know once it cools I can pull it off, but I want to make sure it gets set. And I see a little piece on the side that I want to trim because it looks like it's sticking from the side and I don't want that. But that gives a clearer finish. So if you want to work with hot glue, if you can do it without burning yourself, that might give you a clearer finish for what you want. But these would be cute. I think these would be cute favorite boxes for weddings or something like that. I think it's a pretty neat idea. So I don't know if this is out there, if anyone else has done it, but I imagine it gives you like the look and feel of acetate. I've never actually worked with acetate. I've gotten it in packages and things like that. But to me, that's pretty much what it feels like. So yeah, these are some of the boxes. You see this tape here started coming off, so hot glue might be a good option, or better tape if you have it. I don't think regular glue is going to work. I did try regular glue and it just didn't have a strong enough hold. Now, if you can get it together and keep it sealed, E6000 or maybe a jewelry glue might be a good hold, or super glue. You guys can try it. Just let me know what works. If you tried this before, if you've seen something similar, let me know. But I think it's pretty neat. Again, cute for favors, weddings, something like that. Maybe bridal showers. But might be fun for you guys to try. So I hope this helps somebody. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And you guys have a good day.